this season of Salt Lake. I am loving this season of Beverly Hills. I want to love this. I gotta feel that something is real here in Potomac. It's like enough already. Go on.
Wait a minute. What did you make of this part of Candiace's statement? This is what she said to the women. If you would just shut the fuck up and worry about your boyfriends for hire and cheating husbands, you wouldn't have to post, quote, proof that you weren't behind yet another plot against someone's family. Did you say that? She's insinuating that Robyn and Gizelle are behind the Chris Bassett cheating rumors. Candiace is very smart. I think there's a reason we haven't heard from her. Like, I don't know if she's gathering proof on those two other women and she's going to drop bombshells, but like Candiace is very reactive. So if she's not reacting, something is a brewing. You know what I'm saying? Like either the story is true or she's like, oh, you did this to me. Like you guys set me up or you guys encouraged this and you just wait. I'm going to I don't know. I feel like she's, you know what I mean? It's a little too quiet.
Look, I agree with you. For Candiace not to react on Twitter, I mean, she's so good at it. She could take anyone out, right? With just like the drop of a hat. So I kind of agree with you. Like, what's up with Candiace that she hasn't really reacted? I don't know. I'm going to just go with my heart on this and not believe it until there's proof. I'm not backtracking on what I just said. Like, it wouldn't shock me if this whole marriage fell apart because I believe that with most marriages, because I have a realistic view of the world, or cynical, but I really hope it's not true, right? I don't wish harm on anyone.
No, I like both of them a lot. I hope it's not true either. They seem connected, but you know, television is hard. It's hard to be on TV with marriages, I think, for the most part. I mean, you know.
Well, what do you think of Dorit and PK? I mean, you know, they have come out and spoken to People magazine and they said that they are not separated. They are choosing to, you know, focus on, you know, rebuilding their family in a hard, difficult year. And if they are separated, why? Is it the tax problems that he owes close to $1 million and she owes 90,000 and, you know, money troubles?
My thing is with them is it would only be finance. I think they're crazy about each other. Your friend Rachel, you could tell, says that he's like mad about Dorit, right? Like, I think the only thing that could come between them is, you know, you never know somebody's spending habits in your relationship. You know, if he's a person that can't stop spending, you know, that's hard to overcome because no matter what you do, you're just always in a hole. And, you know, because the rumor was that she's the one that wants to separate, not him. But
listen, having come from the same high school as Dorit, we were raised, you know, like no one was starving to death, you know, like we all did well for ourselves. Well, our parents did, but you know, she has good hometown, you know, Connecticut values. You know, like but look at the TV. I mean, girlfriend isn't exactly not spending herself. I mean, doesn't seem like PK's forcing her to dress head to toe Balmain and head to toe, you know, Dior and head to toe Chanel. And I mean, girlfriend seems to spend like, it's almost like, you know, and I don't even mean this in an insulting way. Like I think of them as like Bonnie and Clyde, you know, I think of Melissa and Joe as Bonnie and Clyde, and I think of them as Bonnie and Clyde. Like to me, they're two peas in a pod, Dorit and PK. I think they're perfect for each other. Rachel has called me and said, I need to come back on the podcast immediately to discuss this. She is actually a great person to have on to discuss this just because she dated PK. We'll have Rachel back on. Everyone settle down. There's only 7 days in a week. So I don't know. Do you think because People says no, but I mean, we also did an article on People with Kyle and Mauricio that said that they weren't separating and life was hunky dory.
No, People did an article. They were separated. Then Kyle and Mo said, no, we're not. No, we're not. Then they said yes. I mean, People is one of those ones like Vanity Fair, like I'll just say the LA Times entertainment section. You know, they're pretty, I think, when they publish it, it's pretty almost 99% of the time accurate. But People has published People didn't announce that PK and Dorit were separated. I think it was like In Touch or Us Weekly or something.
They did the opposite. They said exclusive. Right. They're not separating, and these are their statements. I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I don't not believe it, but I don't believe it. I'm a little torn on this one. I don't think everything is perfect, But I agree with you. It's just like same thing with Candiace and Chris. It's like, why is this the night of the premiere? This is
The
coming
week. Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Yeah. Or
week.
the night. Yeah.
It's like it's a little strange to me. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. To your listen, if you ask me right now, who is more likely to get a formal divorce? A, Chris. Well, not even that. Let's stick with Beverly Hills. Kyle and Mauricio or PK and Dorit. I would say Kyle and Mauricio. I am more inclined to believe will be separating. To me, it's over between Kyle and Mauricio. It is over. It is not fake. Some of the actions might be fake, but it's over. Kyle and Mauricio are not together. It is over. They're getting divorced. It will be amicable. You don't throw away 27 years. They will be friends. They will be in the same room. They will do business together. God knows what, but they're getting divorced. It is over. I don't believe that with PK and Kyle. PK and Dorit. That's just me.
All right. I like that take. I agree with that.
Thank you. Is Jen Shaw going to have a new cellmate in Shannon Beador? No, I kid because we're different things. And I know federal, I'm kidding, but that is my segue to Shannon Beador might be in trouble here, girlfriend.
Ms. Beador blew a blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit. In fact, she blew 2.24, which is so high. You're usually at blackout, incoherent, falling down, cutting yourself and not even realizing it because you can no longer feel pain. That's how he was.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've ever been. I mean, I love to get drunk.
When's the last time you've been like blackout? 2.4 is like blackout. Oh my God.
Define blackout. Define blackout. Like, do I think I've ever been drunk enough that I would think I could hurt myself without knowing it? Now, once I ended up in the emergency room because I was running home. It was cold in New York. And I went to fall and I fell against like a fence. Ugh, let's not get into it. And I had to go right to the emergency room. Ouch. But I mean, I also was not the current age that I am. Shannon's 56. Now, blackout, what do you mean by blackout? Like you wake up and all the lights are on and all your clothes are on and there's like 2 empty pizza boxes that came to your house that you ordered that you don't remember ordering, and you hope the person that delivered the pizza didn't break in and steal all your stuff, and you hope you also paid them and tipped them. Sure, that happens to all of us, right?
Yeah, but recently?
I mean, like recently, like in the past 2 months, 3 months, 4 months that I can think of. No. Do I think that probably happened in the past 365 days once? Probably. Sure.
Hasn't happened for me since like, I don't know, probably 5 years ago. I mean, I've been blackout for sure, but
no, it probably happens. It probably happens like once a year to me, maybe ish. Sometimes you wake up, Sarah, you look around, you're like, where the fuck am I? And then, you remember where you are and who you're with.
I know. Yeah.
But sometimes it takes it. Look, everything, like, thank God. But every now and then that happens. Not often. Listen, I'm really not a big drinker anymore in life. It doesn't really, but I mean, I love like 2 or 3 martinis when I'm out. You've been out with me, girl. I don't get like, one martini is never enough. And it's usually 2 and often